Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is what I like to call the Shock Hunter. Um, it is ranked standard that I play it in. This is the key card to the deck. There are a few other cards that'll get you the kill, but this is pretty much your main goal, around the build of the deck. So as you see, it deals 1 damage as it is. It gets improved by your hero attacks this game. Now that doesn't mean your hero power, but that means attacking with a weapon. So there's 3 different weapons in here, and then there's 2 copies of each. And then you also have the spirit seeds, which are kind of random, but you will get the one that will give you a weapon also. You have this, which will give you 2. And then you have a minion that'll also give you 1 when you put them out. So as you see, most cards here are pretty low cost. This is the updated version with the band manager. I'll show the other version for if anybody feels this is too slow. You can speed it up a little bit if you take ETC out of there. But for now, I'm going to go with this one. I like the flow of this one, and it's kind of nice to have the cards in here for random situations. So you have Bronzebeard, which is kind of key also because it doubles. But every time you attack with your weapon, it'll bring that up by 1. So ideally, you want to attack every turn. The only way that's possible is to get the candle shot on your first turn. But otherwise, hopefully you have the candle shot or the Bloodseeker by your second turn, and you can start attacking. The other thing to keep in note is you have a selective breeder. This makes a copy of any beast in your deck. This can be situational, but for the most part, I like to make a copy of this guy. If not, have 4 of it, because you have 2 breeders, and then you have 2 of it in your deck. But one of these would have to remain in your deck for this to be able to make a copy of it. So if you've drawn both of these, then you won't be able to make a copy of them because they're in your hand and not in your deck anymore. So on the first turn, if you have one of these, I personally usually put them back in the deck. That way I can try to make a copy of it. So let's go through the cards here and we'll go ahead and play a game. The game might not be as long because of the reset, but until it gets balanced out, that is, with my ranking. So in here you have the Enchanter, which I don't use this one very much when I pull out ETC. It can come in handy if somebody's got a card that's just annoying you and you want to get rid of it. Typically I go with one of these 2. That's always nice for a board clear if they got a bunch of little guys out. And then, that can be nice if they're playing a lot of spells or a lot of cards per turn. So that's kind of the key to this, is you want to be doing mostly damage to them the whole time. Obviously, if you got a taunt minion in your way, you got to take care of it. Or if there's a minion that you think's a nuisance, because you're going to have minions that get laid out. So that helps a lot. But if you use this or the weapon, you can reduce the cost of your shock spitter. And ideally, you can lay out 2, if not 3 of these after you've already laid out Bronzebeard. But it's really, it depends on how fast the game's moving. Sometimes you don't get a chance to use Bronzebeard. sometimes you got to use this to drop a big minion if it's really a threat to you, because it's almost also a game of survival. You don't have much for big heavy hitters. You really don't have any. You got this guy that can help you out in a pinch, and then the secrets, they pretty much, you get these except 9 and 3. There are other ones that could help you for situations, but those are the ones I typically go with to deal the damage. So let's go ahead and do a game and see how it plays. Well, that's right. We'll go ahead and show you so this is the version before ETC. So I think it just, it took out a Devouring Swarm and added ETC with them 3 cards. And Devouring Swarm can be handy if you use this, say, like I was saying earlier, to drop a big minion. And then you can pop that card for the extra damage, and you want it to kill the Shock Spitter. That way you get it back in your hand. So let's go ahead, and rank standard just reset, unfortunately, because it is April 1st and this is my first time on it. We're going to go ahead and use the one with ETC. And let's play a game.
Rexxar versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I hear the call of the wild.
So this is awesome for a setup, except I don't have a weapon. ETC is not huge to make the deck work, so I'll get rid of that. This is huge for turn 2. I can make a copy of this guy, which I don't need that. And this isn't really huge to have in the beginning either. So, like I said, ideally we want a weapon, and then this will get me a copy of this. So really, this is the only card that I see that I'm going to keep for the first. And let's hope we get a weapon here. Now that's big, because I've been games almost all the way through all the cards without pulling Braun. So, and of course, now see, that kind of hurts, but as long as I don't draw him next turn, we'll be okay. So the Mana Crystal, I guess we're going to go ahead and use it just to get ahead, because that worries me, already drawing one, and I want to make a copy of it.
Job done.
So we're going to go ahead and do that, just to play it safe.
Reporting for duty.
I like to have more than one copy of this. And now, since I have a weapon, unfortunately I can't get the honorable kill, but we're going to go ahead and kill the minion anyways. Which was kind of silly now that I'm looking, because I had 2 there and 1 there, but not a big deal. So as you see, I attacked with the weapon once, and that makes it go up to 2. So after this next attack,
Right in the face.
it'll go up to 3, and so on.
Circle round.
So we're going to go ahead and equip a weapon for next turn, and use that other military.
Job's done.
Does give him rush, but obviously doesn't help me out. And that's great to have another weapon, because we want to keep attacking every turn. And this now helps me to play into the hand of survival. This is almost more of a distraction, so you don't care really about this.
Party snacks.
And we'll go ahead and take the damage
Right in the face.
to extend that weapon. because he's not expecting this damage. He's not going to worry about this. I mean, some players do know about this. Probably a lot of players know about this, but for the most part, this feels like a sneak attack, and it's satisfying.
Our gift of the
Now you could
arcane
change.
enlightens us.
You could change your plan here and do the double stack of this guy with Brawn, but
Right in the face.
I personally like to stick with the shotgun. It's more satisfying to me. I feel like
They'll
too many
never
people
know what hit
double up on this guy. So already at mana 7, I could deal 10 damage to him. So that's something to keep in mind, and you kind of keep the clock in your own head of
Right in the face.
what he's at for damage and
Arcane
what you're going to need. So we're going to go ahead and put on, because I've already done my weapon attack this turn, we're going to put this on
You better watch your step and
and do some secrets. So he doesn't have a bunch of minions out. He's probably going to put one out, but chances are of him playing 3 cards at 6 is not very good. So, boy, I guess we're just going to go ahead with this and hope he starts playing some cards. And then we can still get the 3 in there, because that does deal 3 to him. And if he does activate both of those somehow, then
Behold,
it'll be
the
game
might of
over.
Stormwind.
See, I didn't think so. So unfortunately, he's got a 7 out. But we're not too worried about that, because that's not going to do a whole bunch of damage. And I can take care of him by hitting that 5. I know it's face planting it, but we did just get 5 armor. And now we have a taunter. So that helps even more. I've already got a weapon, but this one is poisonous, and mine's going to be gone in a turn. So let's go ahead and grab the weapon. That could be nice defensively, and that's always nice because, you know, you could discover something better. You don't make a copy though.
what have we here?
So we're going to go ahead and go with the weapon, take that next turn, and put out some
Caught
minions.
this one eating
And now,
party
I
snacks.
could get these guys back, but it wouldn't kill him. But then he would attack me.
Waiting for?
I guess we'll go ahead and leave it like that. See, I was thinking about using this on his 7/7. Let's see, what's he at now? 16? And I've got 8. So I can do 14 plus my guys. So it's game over right here, guys. We put out Brawn,
Who knows what secrets
and then
will
7 times 2 is your 14. And now all I gotta do is, and it's game over.
Spit that out!
Very surprising. He thought he had the upper hand, but they never see it coming. And like I said, this might be a little too easy because it's early in the rankings, so I might not be quite paired up with somebody I should be. But that's alright. It lets you see the deck work. Thanks for watching, guys. If you got any questions, go ahead, post them in the comments. And like and subscribe would be great.